Hello everyone. So this is our Study Point Bachelor YouTube channel and our coaching institute. So first of all, best wishes to all the board candidates of class 10 for this session 2025-26. So I hope you all have collected your result from your respective schools. So in our coaching institute, that means our YouTube channel, we will study about the physics, all the syllabus of physics and the math syllabus of class 10 and 9 also. So basically in a week, 3 days class I will take for class 9 and 3 days I will take class for class 10. Okay. So today we will start the first chapter of physics, that is reflection and refraction of light. Okay. This is a huge chapter, light, where you will learn about the reflection and refraction of light. Okay. So from in the board exam, in the class 10 board exam, from this chapter light, almost 10 marks. Okay. So remember it, almost 10 marks will be asked from this chapter. Okay, from the chapter light. This is a huge chapter. So basically it will take, so 1 hour class. If you take 1 hour class in your school, then it will take almost 8 or 9 classes. Okay. So now what is light? Light is basically what? Light is the form of energy. Na? Light is like energy. Light is also a form of energy. So light, in this chapter we will learn about the reflection. Reflection and refraction. So what is reflection? Basically the phenomenon reflection means, so suppose it means that bounce back. And refraction means passes through a medium. Passes through. So the reflection phenomenon, suppose if you have a plane mirror, okay, so light comes from a source, then it will bounce back to its original source, to its original direction, or say to other direction. So this is called reflection. So refraction formation is, the reflection phenomenon is, suppose this is a surface, if light falls on this surface, it will passes through these surfaces. But remember, later I will explain it, but not the same part, not by the same part, it will move like this, not by the same part. This phenomenon is called refraction, and bouncing back of light is the phenomenon which is called reflection. So basically, light is what? Light is what is the ray of light? Ray of light is always a straight line. Okay, remember it? Ray of light is always a straight line. So you know that light is falling. Now light is falling upon me. That light is the beam of light, not a single ray. You cannot imagine a single ray of light. Okay, you cannot imagine a single ray of light. Basically, we see the light everywhere. Na? Sunlight, main source of the light is sunlight. Okay, so that is the beam of a light, not a single ray. Basically, ray of light travels straight path. Remember it, light in a straight path. So we will see the topic reflection. We will see the topic reflection. So what is reflection? So suppose you have a plane surface. It may be regular or irregular. Regular means what? Regular means smooth surface, and irregular means like this. This is a irregular surface. Suppose this board is a irregular surface. Okay, but a tiles is a regular surface. But this board is irregular. So when light falls on a regular surface or irregular surface, it will bounce back to other direction. Bounce back to other direction. That phenomenon is called reflection of light. Clear? So you know that the reflection from the plane surfaces. In this chapter, you will learn reflection from the curved mirrors. Curved mirrors. Okay. First, you have to know about the plane mirror. What is plane mirror? Plane mirror, I have already told you that it is a surface. Okay, it is a surface which may be regular or irregular. Basically, mirror is regular surface. Remember it? Mirror is a regular surface. So what is reflection? See, Already you know it from class 6. You got it in class 6, class 7, class 8 also. Huh. So this is a plane mirror. Say this is a source of light. Suppose a torch or laser beam. This is a torch or laser beam. This is a source of light. It's a light, ray of light or beam of light. We will consider a ray, not a beam. Okay. So this is a ray of light. It falls on the mirror. Clear? Now when it strikes the mirror, then after it will reflect back to the same direction or to the different direction. It will reflect back. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. Now, this ray is known as what? This ray is known as incident ray. Incident ray. Okay. This ray is known as reflected ray. Now, the point at which incident ray and reflected ray meet each other or intersect each other at the plane or at the plane mirror is called point of contact. This is called point of contact. Clear? So you can put a name here. Say A. This is B. So this point of contact is O. Clear? Now this is the phenomenon of reflection. Now what is the incident ray? The ray coming from the source. Okay. What is the reflected ray? The ray bouncing back from the mirror. Clear? Now imagine a perpendicular line at the point of contact. Okay. Imagine a perpendicular line at the point of contact. So this is the perpendicular line. And this line is called, you already know that, it is called normal. The perpendicular line on the mirror is called normal. Clear? Now, you will get two formula of reflection. See? This normal is always perpendicular on the plane mirror or on the plane. Okay. Now, there are two angles. See? These are the two angles which are formed by the incident ray and the reflected ray with the normal. So the angle formed by the incident ray and the normal I, it is called incident ray, incident angle. The angle formed by the reflected ray and the normal is called reflected ray, reflected angle, sorry. Okay, the angle formed by the incident ray and the normal is called incident angle. The angle formed by the reflected ray and the normal is called reflected angle. Clear? So you have to learn these definitions of incident angle. This I, angle I is incident angle, R is reflected angle, or in some books it is also called angle of incidence and it is also called angle of reflection. Clear? Now we will know about two laws of reflection. So the first law is the incident ray, the reflected ray, the normal and the point of contact always lies on a same plane. Clear? First law is incident ray, reflected ray, normal and the point of contact always lies on a same plane. That means on the same plane mirror. Clear? Now the second law is these two angles are always same. Angle I is equal to angle R. This is the second law. Clear? Incident angle is always equal to the reflected angle for a phenomenon, a single phenomenon of reflection. Clear? So this is the formation of reflection, phenomenon of reflection in a plane surface. Okay. Now, see this formation. So this is the phenomenon of reflection. Now we will learn some related topics about the reflection. So see, say this is the plane mirror. I've already told you that I is always equal to R. Incident angle is always equal to the reflected angle. Okay. So this is the normal. So this incident angle is suppose 20 degree. Then the reflected angle is always 20 degree. They are always same. Okay. Take another example. Say the ray of light falls on the mirror perpendicularly. Clear? The ray of light falls on the mirror perpendicularly. Then what will be the path of the reflected ray? Okay, what will be the path of the reflected ray? We know that the incident angle is always equal to the reflected angle and the normal is perpendicular with the plane. Say if this line is perpendicular, this should be the normal, and also it is mentioned that this is the incident ray. Incident ray also and also the normal. So the path of the incident ray and the normal are same. It means that this is the normal and this is also the incident ray. It means that the angle between the two rays is 0 degree. Clear? If the incident angle is 0 degree, then reflected angle should be 0 degree. So that the reflected ray, direction of the reflected ray will be this, because this will also be the reflected ray. It means that if a ray of light falls on a mirror perpendicularly, then it will move back or reflects by the same path. Okay, means incident angle and reflected angle are equal to 0 degree each. Okay, say in practical life, this is a glass tumbler. Say water is there. So from a source, suppose from a torchlight falls on the tumbler or to the vessel perpendicularly. This is the beam of light. Okay, perpendicularly. Then the same light will reflect back by the same path. This is the practical example of the 0 degree incident ray or 0 degree incident angle or 0 degree reflected angle. Clear? So this is the phenomenon of reflection. Okay, now based on the plane mirror, we will see the image of plane mirror. How the image is formed in a plane mirror. Suppose you have a plane mirror. So the mirror you have in your home, okay, you have a plane mirror. Suppose an object is standing like this. Clear? Now, suppose you can imagine this is a person. Okay, a person is standing in front of the mirror. Now this person will see his or her image in the mirror, like this one. Okay, this person will see his or her image on the mirror like this. Now the condition is, what are the conditions of image formed by the plane mirror? First thing is that the size of the object, this is the object now, this is his image. The size of the object is always equal to the size of the image, remember it. Suppose you are standing in front of a plane mirror, you are observing your image on the mirror. So your image is of the same height of you. Same height of you. Okay. Next, the distance you are standing from the mirror, same distance the image is also formed from the mirror. Means the distance between the object and the mirror is equal to the distance between the image and the mirror. Clear? Now, next thing is that if you are standing in front of the mirror like this, that means your left side in the image, your left side will see, you will observe as your right side. Okay, and your right you will observe in the mirror as your left side. Means that phenomenon is called number 1, number 2, number 3. That phenomenon is called lateral inversion. Lateral inversion means any object in front of a plane mirror, so that object will see its image in the mirror as like left to right or right to left. This is called lateral inversion. That's why, see, you remember the ambulance word in the ambulance. Okay, from the outside of the ambulance, you will observe the ambulance word in the vertical order. Okay, it looks like this one. So this is the ambulance word. So you will observe the ambulance word in the vertical order. That is lateral inversion. Now, when the ambulance word is observed in a rear view mirror of other vehicle, it will see the perfect ambulance word. The driver will see the perfect ambulance word. This is due to the lateral inversion. Clear? So first, I told you that what was the condition? Size of image equal size of object. Next, distance of image equal distance of object. This distance is measured from the mirror. Here, these are the three conditions of the image formed by the plane mirror. Now, last condition is the image is always what? Virtual. What do you mean by virtual? So, image is of two types. One is real, another is virtual. Clear? Already in class 7 you got about the real image and virtual image. Real means those images which can be kept on a screen. Okay? Means suppose you can take the example of TV. You can take the example of projector. You can take the example of different projector used in the cinema halls, projector used in the classrooms. Okay, this type of images are real. Virtual means those images which you can only observe in the mirror. Suppose in case of plane mirror, this image is virtual. So the image is virtual. These are the four conditions of the image. Four conditions of the image formed by the plane mirrors. In case of multiple reflection, suppose in the barber shop, you will see the infinite number of images. Yes, infinite number of images. Basically, it depends on the angle between the two mirrors. Okay, basically this is about the plane mirror. In the next class, we will discuss about how the image formed in a plane mirror. Okay, how image is formed in a plane mirror, and about the main topic, that is curved mirror. Curved mirror. In the book, it is given that there are two curved mirrors. One is concave, another one is convex. Very important topic for physics. We will discuss about the concave mirror and convex mirror in the next class. Okay, so thank you.